Watching wrecked? We might be. You want to check? Hold on 1 second as we figure this out here. I think we're live. Oh, I think we are.
We
Yeah.
are.
Okay. All right, turn that off. Okay, so we're just about to head to bed here, but we wanted to do a quick video, trying to do as much as possible. Can you turn it off?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
We're testing out this new software, this app. It's called DU Recorder, I think. And apparently it can live stream to like all these other platforms simultaneously. So we're checking it out. I'm not Canadian, but sometimes we make fun of Canadian accents. Sorry if you are Canadian, but
We make fun of Canadian accents a lot.
my stepfamily is Canadian, so I feel like I'm allowed to do that. And we have a lot of friends that are Canadians. But anyway, so yeah, so pretty crazy market action. We're just on coinmarketcap.com right now. And I have a cold, so apologies for the sniffles or if I have to grab a tissue in the middle of this. Oh my God. Will you just turn the thing off already?
Sorry.
Turn it off. Close it. Thank you. Christ. Okay. So, BTC is up 8%. XRP, we just can't get away from XRP, can we? Up
What's
6
the market cap difference between XRP and ETH?
in ETH. So ETH is
Oh,
at
wow, it's quite a
$94.
bit.
Yeah, wow. So XRP is up to the number 2 spot. ETH is still number 3.
By a
EOS,
lot.
yeah. Oh, EOS is up 26% today. Wow. Yeah, I saw that the market was jumped today, but I didn't know how much with some of these things. I saw Stellar is looking good. I need to learn more about Stellar still. It's apparently like a kind of like a fork of or
Ripple.
of Ripple, yeah, in some regards, a lot of the same, I guess, technology behind it, but there's lots to learn. Really, no one is a single expert on all these fields or all these coins because there's just so much to learn.
Yep.
So, but we're learning it, and we're learning it with hopefully you guys as well, providing useful commentary. The one interesting thing that I've been seeing a trend lately, like in the top 30 coins, is these stable coins that have been popping up all over the place. So we have Tether as number 6 spot with a $1.88 billion market cap. There's a couple others that I saw. Binance, I think it's Binance is going to be selecting Paxos as their stable coin. I think that's how you say it. And there's a couple others as we kind of go down through here. Litecoin, pretty, staying pretty strong. I mean, honestly, I thought that Litecoin
Was
kind of,
dead.
not dead, but it became actually very useful when Bitcoin network was congested. It acted kind of like
A stable coin.
no, not a stable coin, but like another layer for people to transact while Bitcoin was slow. So now, it's obviously it's still around. Bitcoin Cash and BSV are actually, moving more down in value.
It's pretty neck to neck though in market cap.
Yeah, we have $1.6 billion for BCH, and then Bitcoin SV is 1.4. And if you don't know, so Bitcoin Cash was a fork of Bitcoin, and BSV is a fork of Bitcoin Cash. So if you've been following, there's been a lot of drama in the past year with Roger Ver and Craig Wright and all this kind of stuff. We can kind of touch on that later. Tron is number 10. So we've been hearing some interesting projects kind of spring up with Tron. Actually, one of our favorite projects, P3D and FOMO3D with Team Just, they announced that I guess some of their new projects are going to be on Tron because of the faster transaction times, and the what was the other reason? I forget. Oh, just like they were basically complaining how slow that the developers of ETH were working on.
Sorry.
Then we have Cardano, which is at 3 cents, 3.3 cents. All these.
I'm actually excited by Tron. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's interesting. They had a big ICO. I can't even remember what it was exactly, but it was a big ICO. The founder of it is well known in Asia, and he's done some things in the space. It's a little late right now, and I've been sick for 2 days, so I can't remember everything off the top of my head. But yeah, we'll see. Tron's another one I need to look more into. Monero, is holding strong.
We need to buy some, especially at these prices, for $43.
Yeah, I'm really bullish on privacy coins. I think that the vast majority of transactions in the future are going to be not on public blockchains, but on private blockchains. I think that maybe we should put, actually, I think governments and maybe some corporations or something else, other organizations should be on public blockchains, while the vast majority of transactions done on the individual level will be on private blockchains or at least private transactions. So this can be done potentially in the future. I know it's in the roadmap for Bitcoin and some other ones, but right now, Monero's, it seems like it's kind of killing it compared to the others. There's other ones like Zcash. I know you're a big fan of Pivx, right?
Yep.
Yeah, adding a lot to this discussion. Just
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
She's a little tired. I forced her to do this. So
I'm
whatever.
tired. IOTA is the next spot, which I think Tangle just got like a revamp. I think I read that somewhere.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, IOTA is a funny one. I was pretty excited about that. It's up 14.29% today. It seemed like they were coming out with this whole new kind of technology, or it was like fast and free transactions. But then I don't even know, like till this day, I'm not even sure if there's like that many wallets that actually support it, and there's much development behind it. So it's kind of another one that is interesting, but it could just be a lot of vaporware. Dash 15th.
Actually, it's Binance. Binance
Oh
coin.
yeah, I skipped. Yeah, we could discuss Binance Coin. Binance Coin is actually pretty interesting. Binance is doing some kind of forward-thinking things, even though it is started off as a centralized. It is. They're doing. I don't know. They're doing some interesting things with their centralized coin. Like you get a discount on trades. They're actually going to be launching a decentralized application here soon, or not application, but a decentralized exchange. And then there's Dash. Dash is we'll stop at Dash, but I know Erin's a big fan of Dash. I'm a big fan of the marketing play that Dash does. I was on a Virgin Airline flight from Vegas to San Francisco earlier this year, or maybe last year. And what do you know? I look in the headrest in front of me, and it's a Dash commercial. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't really see any other coins doing that.
No, I love everything that Dash does.
Everything.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of them. I think they're doing everything right.
Everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I do. I love that they are like the currency right now in Venezuela. That's like they're the one of the only coins that actually are banking the unbanked right now. People are using Dash, transacting in Dash in these countries, these socialist countries, where their currency is just failing.
Hyperinflation, folks, it's real. It happens to every fiat currency.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think I really like Dash. There's a documentary on Dash that my friend actually did. Let me see if I can find it to tell you.
Well, also, Josh from World Alternative Media, I think he just did an interview about Dash in Venezuela.
Oh yeah. Let me
Yeah, I think that just happened today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What's his channel? World Alternative Media. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, I'll keep going. What are you gonna play the video right now?
No,
It's called the Venezuelan Crypto Revolution.
That's Josh's video, but
Yeah.
the
documentary.
Rod's documentary. You can find it on YouTube. It's a documentary Dash Venezuela and the cryptocurrency revolution, powered by Dash Digital Cash. So this is the video.
I guess I could have pulled it up on here, but you can kind of see it. No, you can't. Anyway, we can post a link in there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we gotta check that out. Did you watch it yet?
I watched half of it and I couldn't finish it because I was just in the middle of doing something. But I really like what they're doing. Oh,
cool. How long is the documentary?
It's 30 minutes.
Okay, that's not too bad. Cool. Yeah, definitely. We'll check that out, and we'll also listen to the interview on World Alternative Media. So we're just going through, and this is kind of like the what we want to do is just cover price action in the market, and then also any news headlines that kind of pop out to us that we can provide some commentary for. Up top is humans on the blockchain, why crypto is the best defense against AI overlords. I don't think I can add anything there. I'm not sure what that means. I can read into it later tomorrow. But that sounds a little I don't know.
Clickbaity?
Yeah. AI overlords. AI is interesting. I still don't know if there's evidence. I need to look into this more. I've read a book on AI about by Max Tegmark, or listened to it rather. Uh, he's like this quantum physicist, and he someone's telling us to read chat.
Read the chat.
Oh, maybe you can pull up chat while we're on here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, for some reason chat's not showing us. I won't pull it down on mine just in case. Can you turn your volume down too?
Yeah.
Let's put it on vibrate. Um, what were we saying? Oh, so I'm not sure if someone can kind of show me the right information as far as AI. It seems like a lot of what AI says back. Turn the volume.
I'm trying.
God. All right, there we
Oh,
go. Okay.
Ken Bozak's watching. How goes it,
Cool.
bro? And do that. Hello.
Hey, bro. So AI is interesting. It's like I'm not sure what is like true AI. It seems like a lot of what people talk about AI out there right now is more just machine learning. So anyway, we're gonna skip that one because I'm not sure. I'd have to read the whole thing and then go over it. Brazil Bank using Ethereum to issue stablecoins. So here we go, another example of stablecoins becoming more and more of a thing. I think it's actually a good thing because it provides more on ramps and off ramps for people to get in and out of crypto. Although it is backed by fiat, so you have to trust in the a third party, which is really the whole point of kind of blockchain and cryptocurrencies, where you don't have to trust a third party. At least it could be said that maybe as long as you do trust a third party, it could be somewhat better than actually dealing with banks and other things that are kind of more integrated into the system. But we'll see how this plays out. I'm kind of excited about some, not necessarily stable coins, but some of these other coins that are even tied towards other assets like precious metals. So we'll see how those play out, but it's very, very important if you do get into a stable coin or another coin that is tied to one of these assets to I'll just really make sure that you trust that third party, because that's what it's all about. If you don't trust it, then you could get screwed. There's been tons of scams in crypto, and it's not stopping anytime soon, unfortunately, because we are dealing with this new technology that's very exciting. Is anybody saying anything?
Yeah, Josh said.
Anybody cursing at us yet?
Oh shit! Hold on. Leave for now.
Okay. Venezuela is thankful for gas. Read the chat, yo. Max Tagmark, not Max Titmark. Thanks, Josh. Always providing good questions. Make sure. Okay. Nice hair, Kingsley. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just got my hair cut. Sports Clips, $20. Can't beat it. I forget the name of the hairdresser, but I'm gonna find her again. One like equals one. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna keep going on. We're just getting trolled right now.
Trolled by World Alternative Media.
Yeah, what do you know? Okay, big question. Okay, let's read these. When the tide goes out, big questions for crypto in 2019. I haven't read this yet, but we'll see what these questions are. What we've learned. That's not a question. Policy. Okay.
Oh, hey, Chris Rice, crypto.
These aren't. Where's the questions? I'm looking for. Okay, initial coin offerings. What do you think about ICOs? Do you think that they will be around for the next ramp up?
No.
No, not at all.
I think ICOs are dead in the water.
What do you mean? Why? See, I'll say what I'm gonna say real quick. So I like Ethereum. Obviously, that was a big value for what's. Let me get rid of this ad. Hold on, it's bothering me. It was a big value add for raising money for companies to do. A lot of times these like grandiose type of things out there in the crypto space. But I don't think it's necessarily dead, because I do believe that there are other things and other projects, hopefully more things when it comes to decentralized internet, or even just as a way to raise money for startups instead of going the venture capital route, using this ICO way to raise money globally. Now, the only thing getting away in the way from of that
are regulations.
Is good old government and regulations, which seems to always be the Debbie Downer of every party.
Which is why I don't think.
You keep putting your hair in my face.
I'm sorry. Do you like it? Here's the thing about ICOs. I feel like I have like crazy like sex hair right now. I think that nobody in the U.S. is going to do an ICO. there's too many. The SEC is just too much of a roadblock.
But that's so if you are willing to take a risk and do an ICO and either remain anonymous or do it from some sort of jurisdiction that maybe, has less regulations or doesn't really care or won't enforce it. Um, it does seem like a really cool way to raise money, does it
Yeah,
not? I
but
mean, instead of going,
yeah,
it's
it's a
like it's
very,
global
very cool.
crowdfunding.
It's
It's
a
so
very
cool.
cool way to raise money, but it's so fucking risky. And I mean, the SEC is squashing fucking everybody right now. So I mean, I think that it's nerve wracking for a lot of people, and it's a huge risk. So I think more people are gonna take the STO route
Yeah.
and be compliant. I think that's gonna. I really do think that's gonna be the wave of 2019.
Yeah, so STOs are confusing. We've talked about this a little bit, but I know a lot of people in the STO space. I still can't get really an answer or think through why STOs are important. You're dealing with permissionless, decentralized technologies, and then you're trying to throw it in this world with regulations and centralization and all this kind of stuff. So it's like, why not just go the regular traditional route and raise money via debt or equity like a normal person instead of going this STO route? But maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm missing something. I still haven't got an answer. I think the only real way that it's exciting is for profit sharing, like real time profit sharing. Imagine that Amazon did an STO and you can buy, a percentage transaction into every Amazon, purchase or sale from the get go. So every single time there's one with crypto, obviously we have cheap and fast transactions. So
Yeah.
you could your little investment account could be raking in the dough as time goes by. But besides that, I still don't really see it. People have been saying raising funds globally and all this kind of stuff, but I mean you can do that already anyway. So it's just kind of confusing.
What do you guys think? Would you
Yeah,
do would
tell
you do
us.
an ICO in 2019?
Oh, let's see. Josh says replace the SEC on the blockchain. SEC coin, ICO, perfect. Yeah, we'll put that together with Trump coin and
Fed coin.
Fed coin and all these types of coins. Promise everyone, yeah, 1 billion ferns. Okay, just like what's her name? Alexandria
Or Casio Cortez.
Ocasio Cortez. I gotta just gotta call her AOC because I always forget how to pronounce her name. But AOC in the Congress has been a lot of that brings up a good question. Okay, with this minimum wage debate, right? If any small business owner can pay their employees $15, $30, or whatever else is being proposed, if you think that's economically just makes sense, why not just pay them $1 million a year, or even let's just $100 an hour or something like that? Like these numbers, they're a certain way for a certain reason, and so we just have to like learn about simple, basic like business and economics and finance. It is actually we can even mail you a book. We have economics in one lesson.
Yeah.
We'll mail it to you as a Christmas gift if you'd like.
Yeah.
Just so you can
Comment
learn.
below if you want a copy of Economics in One Lesson.
Or if you have someone that could use it, you can also get it from what is it, Fee or something.
Yeah, Fee. Yep, that's where I got my copies. So but again, I'll even send it to you. I'll wrap it in nice Christmas Christmas wrap.
Look at that.
So
we're doing the world a favor here.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
Whatever we can do to push, I don't know, economics.
Yeah, just basic yeah.
Economics.
All right, so sorry, I was going around here. So this didn't really provide any like easy questions from the get go, but
no, it's kind of stupid.
Fake news. Okay, going on. Tim May on Bitcoin and get rich Lambo garbage crypto. There's a lot of hate right now, especially because it's a bear market. So there's a lot of hate for all these people that are saying, oh, Lambo crypto and all this kind of stuff. Well, I'll tell you what. Speculation brings in the people into crypto, the no coiners, the normies of the world. Speculation, the get rich, that's what helps bring people in. So, I used to be really against that, but now I realize that every single time we go around this loop de loop, we get we bring the speculators in, and eventually we turn a decent percentage of those people into real hardcore kind of believers, Bitcoin believers. So I'm not so much against the speculation anymore. I say, get in with the speculation and then stay for the moon landing, because that's where we're all going. And I'm not talking about just the price. I'm talking about overall adoption worldwide, and that's what's the most important. Both financially and just from a humanitarian aspect.
But when moon?
When moon. I'm guessing 5 to 20 years. Uh, some people are saying actually that like we'll get there a lot sooner, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, Coinbase. Oh, this is something we already did a video how Coinbase started accepting PayPal as withdrawals.
Right.
And oh, we got bit too. PayPal as withdrawals, but here's another headline for Coinbase. Coinbase adds crypto to crypto trading for retail customers, and this is like something so basic that I didn't even think that Coinbase didn't even have that yet. I always forgot that you had to like settle your trade in USD, and then do. Well, I forgot that you had to do that. Then you have to like do another trade, but now you can finally interact with Coinbase. I gotta kill all these ads. I know I should be using an ad blocker. Coinbase is offering crypto to crypto purchases. So now you're going to be able to use, I guess, Bitcoin or Ethereum or others and just go from one crypto to the other versus having to go, I guess, settle your trade in USD value. I think that's what this is about. I believe so. That's what it makes sense. Again, I haven't used Coinbase for years because
They kept shutting off his account.
yeah, they keep shutting off my account for no reason whatsoever. They won't provide me with an explanation why. So kind of
Censorship.
so I still promote Bitcoin or Coinbase. I don't know why. I mean, it is the easiest, most for most people to use. You can sign up easily with your bank account, now PayPal and others. So I feel like it is kind of still the best stepping stone to get the no coiners into crypto. But yeah, that kind of pissed me off. So okay, so yeah, that's kind of the what's going on here. I believe we're not going to read the full article, but moving on. Overstocks, T0 develop, no, Blockstream boost. Okay, this is kind of cool. So last year, I think it was, Blockstream announced that they were sending transactions via satellite. It was like some sort of micro satellite within, I think it was already like in a system. They just bought some space or something. Not actual space. I forget the pillow. Okay.
I'm sorry,
get
guys.
comfy.
I'm just very uncomfortable. My head hurts, and I'm tired.
I forced her to do this just so we can start pumping content out daily. It's kind of like a workout routine. We're just trying to get into the groove of things.
Yeah.
So we're forcing each other when necessary.
Yeah.
So Blockstream boosts Bitcoin satellite service with Lightning payments. So Blockstream they enabled. Sorry, I haven't read through this whole article, but last year I believe they announced that they were having a way where you can actually transmit Bitcoin blockchain data from satellites, and they actually made like this thing. They have a website up now, I still believe, where you can like create your own satellite, like do it yourself satellite, which is kind of cool. At the time I think it was only like to receive information versus send information, but they were kind of working on this, and I think this is actually very important, and I'm glad, even though it's blockchain, there's some shady stuff happening there. I think that
I don't trust Blockstream.
yeah, I think it's interesting though, because now this is kind of like another layer, just in case either like the grid goes down here or whatever. Like we can actually shoot information into space, hit the satellite, and transact amongst here. So eventually, all of us Bitcoin millionaire and billionaires will have our own satellites up there to secure financial transactions, and that's the goal.
Moon.
Yeah, right up there on the moon. So this is kind of cool information that's going on here. Apparently they're integrating it now with Lightning payments. I don't think I've done a Lightning transaction yet. I should probably do that.
How do you do that?
There's wallets like that support it. Yeah, there's wallets that support it.
I wonder what wallets support it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. Wallets that support.
But pretty cool that they're doing that. I think that's important. What else we got? Iranian official says blockchain could deliver economic boost. Hey, that's cool. I've always said that, whether you believe in all this like drama that happens in politics, I think there's a lot more shady stuff than what we see on the surface. But yeah, I mean, we need our friends and foes to be using crypto. So I'm not sure whether they're talking about Bitcoin, for instance. Maybe we will open this article just to see what they're talking about here, because it's worrisome. A lot of people talk about how they don't trust crypto, and it is worrisome when you're talking about when you use this technology, blockchain, as a permission ledger. or a ledger that you need permissions to transact on it. That's very scary because now we're talking about where you have your address that's tied to your name, and they can just shut that down for any reason whatsoever. So it's almost like a government, authoritarian government, is actually interacting with the cash in your wallet or purse, and they can say, "Oh no, you can't transact with anybody." Whereas the actual, Bitcoin and other decentralized currencies, there's no real, well, there are ways to do that, but not really from like a centralized authority. So there's much less to be afraid of compared to even in our current financial world with in the banking with all these banking regulations and stuff like that. I gotta keep closing all these ads. I really need an ad block here. We've heard of also Saudi Arabia potentially doing this, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sanctions have hit major sanctions of
I
Binance
don't
have
think
limited.
there are that many Lightning wallets.
No, they're not, but it is growing. It is growing. I can help you look into more. I forget. I follow Lightning pretty closely, but not. I just don't. I haven't used it yet. We've been more dealing with like ETH and stuff like that recently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what to think of it. You always worry about when governments are kind of messing with crypto. But again, I think one of the big things too, I've heard kind of stories. I think Andreas maybe even touched on this, where there's mining outfits in China, and these miners were basically getting cheap electricity, and they were basically paying off the politicians. So now when a politician has a financial incentive to or profit incentive to actually keep crypto going, and crypto is the main thing that can potentially take down these authoritarian regimes, then this is a good thing for us because again, it's like greed wins out, but it helps everybody, or at least to kind of mix up the current power structure. So I think it's exciting.
I don't know. It makes me nervous.
She doesn't, yeah, she's skeptical. Oh yeah, there was this guy Timothy May. He was like original cypherpunk, and I read somewhere too that he wasn't necessarily the nicest guy, but everyone did appreciate what he gave to the world as far as what he did for, I guess, encrypted technology.
He wrote the Crypto Anarchist Manifesto.
Oh yeah, yeah, it says right there. Cool. Yeah, I need to do more research on that guy. A year ago, today's Bitcoin price hit 20K.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I think it's good, man. Because if that thing would have kept going up, I mean, well, it would have been nice. But
It would have been great because then we would be in such a better position.
but we're fine, and we'll hit there again. And now it
And I
just
know Josh Sigurdson feels the same way.
but now we're going to be able to collect as much more fiat out there ourselves and convert it to crypto and take advantage of the next upswing. Switzerland to regulate blockchain within existing financial laws. I think the more there's kind of, I guess, maybe three ways that governments are going to start looking at this. They're either not going to touch it and create this type of, or not create, or just allow some sort of like sandbox where crypto companies can kind of interact, or they're going to do kind of, seems like what maybe Switzerland is doing here. They're going to regulate it within their existing financial laws, which may prove to be a bad thing because existing financial laws, not only are they terrible usually, but also they're very old and they're just antiquated, especially when we're talking about new technology.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to create new laws that have to deal with crypto. So that's like, kind of flipping the dice, or not even flipping the dice because we're talking about government. So more likely than not, it's going to be a bad or sad thing for crypto. But I think eventually all these businesses and entrepreneurs and people that are into crypto are going to flow to these capital markets that are the much more friendly regulations or no regulations when it comes to crypto. How long have we been going here? Too long?
We've been going for a while.
Okay.
28 minutes.
All right. Yeah, we'll stop here. Nice chatting with you guys. And Josh is asking where's my VPN? Yeah, I just want to start to make this like a thing. Tomorrow I'll maybe go through more articles and kind of curate it a little better and read up on some of them so I can provide
And I'll
more
be in a
commentary.
much better, more talkative mood.
Yeah. Uh,
Like I said, we've both been sick, so apologies if we bored you to death. But
yeah, and we did put up a, if you haven't seen it yet, a video on Erin's YouTube, Erin Nakamoto.
no, it's under CryptoCouple now.
Okay, it's under Crypto Couple where we upped our production value a little bit with, I think it was 4K or something like that. And
Hmm.
had our friend, shout out to Dan Kelly, on helping us create a little bit higher quality content, which we'll be bringing to you more often.
Yeah, we're excited about it. So yeah, go check out our new video. Also, we have a Facebook page that we created. It's or just Crypto Couple. The picture is just a picture of he and I. So yeah, go like our page and share our videos.
All right, thanks guys. Good night. We'll talk soon.
Good
Bye.
night.
How do I stop this thing? There.